I hope that the first 2 weeks of classes have been smooth, whether it's you're a freshman, you're just starting your journey, or if you'll be leaving us very soon. We're glad that you're here. There's a moment just at the beginning of every major event, whether it's a football game or a concert. As the anticipation builds towards the announced time of the event, the crowd's noise seems to ebb and flow, and it builds to a crescendo at the moment the lights go out. Sometimes the lights going out indicates that the team is running on the field or taking the court. Sometimes it means the band is coming on stage. This communal element, this idea that we are all waiting for and anticipating the same thing, is the reason why we endure challenges like getting to the arena, finding our seats, spending way too much on food. There's a real sense that in situations like this, we're all in it together. And whatever happens, it's going to be a communal process. And with this anticipation builds, and it builds, and you're talking to your friends, and you're looking at the stage wondering when it's going to happen, and then the lights go down, and the show begins. How do we all know what to do then? How do we all know what to do at any specific moment, any moment of tradition in a show or in society? If I sing Sweet Caroline, what do people do next? How do you know how to do that? Right, people have done it before, but how? Okay. If I say Go Knights, you guys say? You guys, no one taught you that. No one said, Abby Shapiro, when I say Go Knights, you're going to say Charge On. No, he just learned it from osmosis. It's not innate knowledge. These are traditions that were deliberately created and passed on. This week, we read Parashat Bo, which is important for a few reasons. One of which is that I determined today is the 25th anniversary of my brother's bar mitzvah. That's great. Happy 25th bar mitzvah anniversary, Andrew. I think that, of course, it's also important because it contains the last few plagues, including the most well-known, the death of the firstborn. And I want to highlight from this parsha 2 verses that really, to me, go to the heart of what it means to be Jewish. And these are Exodus chapter 12, verses 26 and 27, which say, "And when your children ask you, what do you mean by this rite? You shall say, it is the Passover sacrifice to God, who passed over the houses of the Israelites in Egypt when smiting the Egyptians, but saved our houses." In other words, it is our solemn and, one might argue, sole responsibility as Jews to ensure the continuity of our people and our people's traditions. We can't let these traditions slip because once they do, it's, of course, very easy for them to keep slipping until they're gone so far they cannot be found again. So many of the traditions I mentioned sort of at the top of this tonight, the anticipation of a concert, the lights going down, and a band coming on stage, are comforting. Of course, there are also moments like after the third quarter at a Florida Gators game, we sing "We Are the Boys," and I sing it with my dad and my brothers and now my children and my nephews. It's great. It's comforting, even when the Gators are bad. Always. I think this idea of traditions, this idea of passing along what is important, what is meaningful, is comforting in the sense that we are just one small link in a large chain. The water exists. We are merely a ripple of it. When we're gone, the water remains. Or, of course, to paraphrase Bobby Weir, we let the words then belong to other people because we will then be done with them. And as we enter this Shabbat of rest, and we enter this Shabbat of relaxation and recovery and family, I want us to think about how throughout the generations before us and the generations to come, Friday nights and Saturdays will continue to be Shabbatot of rest and relaxation and tradition. Shabbat Shalom.